information technology world. I'm sure you enjoyed the last video we did on how to test a working power port. Now we are going to proceed to the next thing by testing some few electronics on the board to know if the same voltage that is coming from the charger passing through the power ports was successfully conveyed to some other electronics on the board, such as capacitor, some IC, and some transistor. Although in most cases, if you want to perfectly troubleshoot a motherboard of any system as a professional, the best thing you do is to have the schematic diagram, in which some people call the circuit diagram. This will guide you to know the right voltage that is passing through each of the electronics. I mean electronics like your capacitor, your diode, your transistor, your IC, your fuse, and the likes. But in this motherboard, we are going to test some of the electronics that are very important for you to know the voltage that is passing through it. So let me go to the first electronics I'm going to test. Here, I'm going to test some capacitor on this board. So the first thing you do is that you put your negative probe on half. What I mean by halving is you can put it in any of these holes, or you put it in any of the negative of the what? Of the power ports. So when you're talking about halving, it's just for you to know any negative on the board and just put it there. So far you are sure there is a negative, but the best thing you can do is to put it on the halving of the system, as I've done here. So I will now move along with my positive probe to read some legs of the electronics. Now, putting it in this electronics, you will see that the same voltage is still on it. Can you see the ammeter? You can still see 18.38. You know, initially the other time when we tested the power port, we saw 18.40. That means 2 of the voltage has been removed, and now we are reading 18.38. So this to tell you that this particular electronic is what? Is okay. So let's go to the next one. It's still reading the same what? The same voltage, which is what? 18.38. And don't forget that I'm going to put the knob of my multimeter at 20, because the voltage range for most of the laptop charger is between 18.0 to 19.5. So I'm going to the next electronics on the board. Just go along with me. Okay, there's an IC here. Let me read the leg. Okay, let me position my ammeter properly. Fine. Now putting it on one of the leg, I can still read, okay, the 18.38. Let me put it on the next leg, 18.38. So what I'm trying to do is that I'm following, or I'm trying to know how voltage moves across this board. But if I want to really do a perfect job, what I'll just do is that I'm going to get the schematic diagram. That's why I do tell people, or I do tell our students, that there's no motherboard that you can't repair. So, because by the time I have the schematic diagram, I will know the right voltage that can pass through each of the electronics. So anytime I see that any of the electronics is short of the right voltage that should pass through it, I can easily know that, oh, there's something wrong with this electronics. And what I'm going to do next is that I'll remove the electronics and put another good one into it. Now let's go to the transistor that is close to the switch button, because where I'm going is the switch button, but let me still read the transistor that is close to it and still see. Okay, trying to still see if it's working. It's not reading anything. Let me try this. Try this. Okay, let me be sure again. Okay, that the power is still working. Sorry. Okay. Don't worry, there are some of it that will not read anything. Okay, can you see that this is still showing? This is 3.08, because the more you move closer to the switch, the voltage will drop. So let's go to the switch. Okay, I can still see 3.27 at the switch. Let me look at the second leg. 3.27. It's not all the 4 legs of the switch that will read. Can you see this 2 is not reading, and this one? But this is a sign that there is what? That the voltage has successfully reached the switch. So in any in any motherboard that you discovered that the voltage of that the switch does not give any voltage, you will easily know that there's a problem. So I believe we are going to stop here and we'll continue in the next video. Thank you.